Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and today I want to get into a pair of kicks that wasn't on my radar at all. It's one of my favorite silhouettes. I didn't know these were dropping. I don't know if anybody knew these were dropping. It was a day that not much was going on as far as sneaker drops, but then I saw online that Nike, on the Nike app, they were dropping the Dunk Low. Anytime there's a Dunk Low with just this OG style color blocking, I'm gonna be going after it. And I really like this pair. I didn't hit on my account, but my good buddy Silent Z hit on his, and he was kind enough to let me get a hold of his pair so that I can make this review for y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's get into these Dunk Lows in the Team Red colorway. Alright, so like always, start with the box. This is a standard, just Dunk GR box, nothing really to go over here. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro, and the color is Team Red, and white. This is a size 13, and the retail on these was standard Dunk price. I think it was $100, maybe $110. I forget what they charge for Dunk Lows, but it was right around that $100 price range, which is reasonable in my book. And then without further delay, check these out. I like these a lot. I could see these being pretty sought after. Of course, it's a Dunk Low, so you have that going for it, but on top of that, it's just this same color blocking that like the Pandas have. And this Team Red color is really nice. It's almost like Bordeaux, just because it's like a deep wine color. And it just looks really good with just that nice bright white and this deep, rich Bordeaux color in my book. But they came out well. They look really clean. My immediate thought is just that it looks like a dope pair of kicks. I wouldn't mind having them in my size, but I didn't hit, and I'm sure that they're probably too expensive for me to grab in my size at this point. But maybe next time, you know? The day I'm shooting this is when the dark smoke gray Air Trainers dropped, and I did grab a pair of those. I think they were pretty easy to get. And a lot of times I think Air Trainers are slept on, but I'm really excited to get that pair in hand, and I'll make a video of them as soon as I'm able to. Right off the bat, I can tell materials on these are just like standard Dunk Low materials. I looked at the tag to see how long these were in production for, and they made these from mid-July of last year until mid-September of last year, so about 2 months. And although this is a GR, this wasn't available in full family sizing. They had these in men's sizes only. This is a size 13. They look huge to me because I'm a size 10 or 10 and a half. I definitely think he was pretty lucky to hit on this pair. I don't know what numbers were like, but I can't imagine that there's a whole bunch of these. And of course, this being the Dunk, we got that classic Dunk outsole, classic tread pattern, very close to what we get on a Jordan 1. Pivot point in the front, Nike branding there at the midfoot. Just a nice, clean looking outsole, and it's all in that Team Red colorway. And then as we wrap up to the midsole, we can see that that Team Red color on the outsole comes up to meet a bright white midsole. And it's got bright white stitching, and it's all just nice and clean. Looks good. It's a great color combination. I mean, these really are, they remind me of the Pandas. Just this white base and this dark, deep red color over top of them. I like these. These are really nice. Coming up from the bright white midsole, we have a Team Red overlay for this mudguard. And the stitching all matches on these Team Red overlays. But we also have Team Red leather going up the eye stays, on the swooshes, wrapping around this back part here on the heel. And then we also have it on this heel tab. And I say it all the time, but the back of Dunk lows, Dunk highs, any Dunk, this is just one of my favorite parts of it. I love that stitching. In this case, it's bright white to match the bright white base, but I just think that's one of the coolest looking hind views of a pair of shoes that there are. But much like the white leather, this Team Red leather is nothing to write home about. It's not super soft. It is kind of synthetic feeling, but these shoes are going to hold up for a long time. And I like the way Dunks look whenever they've been worn for a while. So I just think these are going to be a dope looking pair of kicks for as long as you wear them. I think you could, if you were fortunate enough to get a pair of these for retail, I think this shoe would be ideal just for running into the ground. You know, with summer coming up, and just, I think it'd be a great pair of kicks just for everyday wear, you know. But just like this Team Red leather, the white leather is really nothing to brag about. It feels exactly the same, kind of has a synthetic feel. It's got a little bit of texture. I don't know if you can tell. It's like misting out here. It's not raining, but it's just a little bit of mist, so you can see drops on there. But it's got a little bit of texture on this white leather, nothing crazy. It's not perfectly smooth, but for the most part, it has a smooth look to it. And obviously on this toe box, we have these standard ventilation holes that we always get. And then we've got that bright white leather on the toe box, the side panels. And then we've got it wrapping around the back of the shoe. I like the way this Nike spelled out in the white stitching pops off of this Team Red color. Looks good. But like I already mentioned, all the stitching matches aside from just these tiny little areas where the white stitching crosses the middle of the swoosh. And we've got some flat Team Red laces, Dunk style laces like we always get. The tongue is a bright white color, and it's just your standard nylon Dunk tongue. The tag at the top is white, and it's got Team Red stitching spelling out Nike. And then we've got that Team Red piping going along the edges of the tongue. Our sock liner is more of that Team Red, as well as the insole. And down there on that insole in white, you can see that it spells out Nike. But I love the simplicity of these. These are just very wearable in my book. They came out well. They're clean looking. The toe box is shaped nice. It's not a real sharp, 90-degree angle there at the top, at the front. It's a gradual slope, and I really, really like these kicks. Let me know what you think about them. I'm out.